Hi, welcome to Lo-Fi Armbridge. I don't have any of my recording equipment, no lighting, no microphones, none of that, because I just moved. I'm currently in my dorm, and I'm chilling. I've been here for like a couple days now, and it's fun. Honestly, I don't know what I'm going to talk about because fun little story. I'm so like frazzled and exhausted from the past week that I didn't even think about the podcast until like yesterday. And yesterday was the day this was supposed to go up, and I was like, oh no. And I realized that I hadn't even recorded an episode. And so I have no clue what this is going to be about. I'm probably just going to ramble. Maybe I'll Google some conversation topics. But this isn't going to be a very long episode, just because last week was busy. And so, yeah, we have an intro, right? So, hi, this is Sonika. Welcome to Armbridge, a podcast where we dismantle a system like the revolutionaries we are, one podcast episode at a time. Today is February 7th, 2021, and we're going to talk about something. Last week, we also kind of just rambled, and it was a lot of things at once, like bell peppers and friends and existential crises, as you know, in true Armbridge fashion. And this week, let's figure out what to talk about. Let's just go ham. Let's see. Okay, so I have my laptop open. Maybe I should talk about moving. I mean, what really is there to say? It's fun. No, the moving process wasn't fun, but now that I'm here, it's fun. I'm very happy I have like at least a couple friends or like a couple of people I know on campus, so I can, not be lonely and trapped in my room all the time. Obviously I'm still not going like a whole lot of places because coronavirus is still a thing. But funny story, my room has been very interesting ever since I've gotten in here. Because first things first, my room is north facing, which means it never, ever gets any sunlight, like at all. And so I kind of have to get out of the house if I don't want to, or out of the room, the president's hall, if you will, unless I want to feel like a bat and become really like vitamin D deprived and sad. So I've been trying to go for a walk pretty much every day just around campus with one of my friends and just, get some sunlight because I don't get that in my room. But that's one thing. And then two, also the shower doesn't work. I tried showering this morning, and the water initially first it ran brown, and then once it stopped running brown, the water pressure was so low, it was just like a little steady trickle from the shower head, and I was like, what is this? And so we have to get that fixed tomorrow morning, which is fun. And yeah, I mean, other than that, yeah. I'm chilling. It's a fun time. All this stuff is happening, and yes, I also don't have a refrigerator. That's kind of on me because I wasn't supposed to move in this weekend. It was supposed to be in a couple weeks, but then like an issue popped up with my ID card, and I kind of have to like stay here, and it's a whole thing. So I don't have a fridge or a microwave or a shower or sunlight, and that's my life right now. But honestly, I'm not too bothered about it because it'll get fixed by the end of this week, first of all. And then second of all, like, these make for funny stories, It's like, how's your first week of college? Oh, I didn't have a fridge or a shower or a microwave or sunlight or anything. Oh, and it was in the plague. So, fun stories. But that's been my weekend so far. I also spent most of the week earlier just catching up on homework, so that I don't have anything on like my move-in days. Yeah, it's all good. That's all I really have to say about the whole moving process. Campus is nice. You know, there's places to study. The food is decent, which I'm happy about. Yeah, and that's about it. I kind of miss Indian food though. I brought my rice cooker and I'm definitely going to be cooking some of that this week because the dining hall food is good, but it's very heavy and my stomach is not having a good time. But such is life. Such is life. Yeah. Another thing that's kind of interesting is where I am now is a lot drier than where I used to be. And so I'm just fascinated by the amount of moisturizer I go through in one day now. Like, this is kind of scary. I don't know if my wallet can handle this because I have dry skin. And because I lived in a pretty like humid climate before coming here, I didn't have to moisturize like nearly as much. Like the weather would take care of it for me for the most part. But now that I'm here, it's like dry. Oh my goodness, my face gets red so easily. I have to constantly moisturize. It's a whole thing. But just a lot of interesting things going on. And I'm still kind of in that adjustment phase. So we'll see. It's a fun time. Yeah. Okay, let's find some conversation topics because I'm just gonna be rambling for a while if I don't give this some structure. Let's see. Is the next holiday after this Valentine's? Oh, in exactly a week it's gonna be Valentine's Day. Surprise. Oh my goodness, maybe we should talk about that. I have nothing to talk about that. Yeah, no, it's cool. We're good. Conversation topics for friends. Oh wow, this is a lot. Okay, 101 topics to talk about. And this is also Conversation Starters World. Oh my god, this website's a godsend. Look at this. All right. So number one said current situations. Like, how are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, I already went through that. If you would like to pause this and tell me about your day, and I'll pretend to listen and be like, yeah, wow, amazing. This is fantastic. I'm happy for you, or sad for you, depending on whether it's good or bad news. You can go ahead and do that now. Ready, set, pause. Okay, wow, I'm so happy for you. That's amazing. Or alternative, oh my goodness, that's terrible. I hope the situation gets better soon. Cool, we got through current situation. Says news, the news, I'm good. Oh, the Super Bowl's today. I haven't watched a minute of that. I'll probably get to the halftime show tomorrow, but the weekend's exciting. I just don't have anywhere to watch it right now, so we'll deal with that later. Let's see. It says where they are living. Where do you live? Ah, okay, interesting. I'm talking to myself. We've already reached this point. Okay, next it says the not too distant future. This week's pretty busy. Ooh, yeah, this week's pretty busy for me. I have an interview on Wednesday. And I signed up for this program where, okay, I did this completely on impulse. So the day I signed up for this, my horoscope was like, you're feeling brave, take a risk. And so I just impulsively signed up for this program where I get paired with an international student and we hopefully become friends and we just talk to each other on occasion. And so I have a kickoff party for that, virtually of course, on Wednesday as well, which should be fun. I'm excited to meet my buddy and I hope we do get along because I don't know what I signed up for. I just did it on a whim and then it showed up in my student portal and I had to do all this training for it and all these things and I was like, what did I sign up for? And so it should be a good time. We'll see. I will update you guys, y'all, if anything noteworthy happens from that, but it should be a good time. I think I really need friends, so it should be a good opportunity. Okay. Ooh, music's always a good topic. All right, so it says, oh, and it has like little subcategories. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, okay. All right, so what kind of music are you into? Personally, I know like people hate this answer, but I'm into everything. And I quite literally mean that. If you take a little trip to my Spotify playlist, it is absurd. So, no, literally any, and I'm into good music. Like, yeah. What music did you like when you were younger? Ooh, okay. I used to love like songs by any like Disney star. So, especially, okay, so when I was like younger and like I just started developing my own taste in music, I adored Bridget Mendler's music. Like Ready or Not, Hurricane, Rocks at Your Window, like the whole album was like my jam. Oh my goodness. I used to blast that 24/7 in my room every single day. And it was a good time. So there's that. I also adored Adele. I still do. So that's been pretty consistent. Um, who else? You know, Adele was huge. I think I sung pretty much every single one of like her bigger songs for some event. Yeah. I started liking One Republic just like right before I started middle school, because that's when the Native album came out, and I was like, this is the vibe. This is good. So One Republic was on the list too. Let's see. I'm trying to think. This water is like mixed with a little bit of lemonade, but it's like a super duper tiny amount. So every time I take a sip, it's just like interesting. It tastes like slightly sweeter lemon water. Yeah. What kind of music are you into, and what did you like when you were younger? Fascinating. That's good music. What's my favorite band, or who's my favorite singer? I don't have a favorite. I don't think I could choose like a singular favorite band or singer. But yeah, it kind of rotates. I think I've been pretty consistent with both Adele and BTS. But then like those are the first two answers that come into my mind, and then I keep thinking, and then I'm like, no, but there's this person too, and there's this person too, and then there's this person too. So that list will never end. But if I really have to choose, then band, BTS, singer, Adele. Let's go. All right. Have I been to any concerts recently? No, but I would have been last May if the virus didn't. Anyways, favorite album ever? Like favorite album just ever? I can't choose that. I don't even think I have a top 5 for that. There's just too many good albums out there. But if I were to give a recommendation right now, I think currently Epic High is here. Good music. Okay, movies. So kind of branching off of music a little bit. What type of movies do I like? Oh, okay. I think I'm super indecisive. I haven't given like a clear-cut answer once in this entire 14-minute conversation with you. I think it depends on my mood. If I had to choose, I like sci-fi enough that I watch a lot of it, but I don't know that it's like my favorite genre, you know, like I don't know. I'm not super big on like movies anyways. I watch them to enjoy them, and I will appreciate them as a form of art, but I'm not like a huge film buff where I'm like, yeah, this is my favorite genre, this is my favorite director, this is my favorite actor. Like I just enjoy it. I just vibe with it sometimes. So what type of movies? I think sci-fi is definitely up there on the list. I really like, I don't like comedy movies, but I like stand-up comedies, which isn't movies. So never mind, that goes out the window. Action's pretty cool too. I don't think I've watched, and I might enjoy romance, who knows, but I just haven't watched enough romance movies to make a decision on that. Sometimes I like chick flicks. Like, I enjoy them. I think that could definitely be up there too. Just like sometimes when I'm feeling lighthearted and I'm like, okay, let's just watch something for entertainment. Chick flicks are great. So I guess those are the types of movies I like. Yeah. Oh, I don't like when people say like international movies as like a category and someone's like, what kind of movies do you like? Oh, I like international movies. Like, what does that mean? Like, even international movies are like divided into sci-fi and romance. So, I don't know. I just had that thought because that was like another genre in quotes that came into my mind, and I was like, that's not really a genre though. That just means it's not in English. So, yeah, I think sci-fi, thrillers, action, and chick flicks are my top three, but like music, I just like good movies. I'm not super picky about genre. What's my favorite movie? Oh, okay. I don't have a favorite movie, but I definitely do have like a top five. So in no particular order, Parasite, Train to Busan, Dangal, Interstellar, and there's a fifth one. Shoot. What's the fifth one? Oh my goodness. Wait, this isn't good. No, there's definitely a fifth one. It's just not coming into my mind right now. Hello. I don't know. Okay, well, if I remember it somewhere down the line, I will bring it up again, but... Oh. Wow. Ah, V for Vendetta. I remember it. Okay, there we go. So, Parasite, Train to Busan, Dangal, Interstellar, and V for Vendetta. Okay, there we go. We got there eventually. My favorite actor, actress / director. Yeah, see, I told you I don't pay attention to any of that, so I don't have any favorite actor, actress, or director. Last movie I saw. That's an excellent question. Oh my god, wait, I think the last movie I saw is actually The Croods. No, there has to have been something after that. There's no way. No, I think it was The Croods. Yep, last movie I saw, The Croods. Okay. Next is... Oh, wait, your turn to answer these questions. So, what type of movies do you like? What's your favorite movie? Who's your favorite actor, actress, director? And what is the last movie that you saw? That's great. I think you have good taste. Okay, food. What's your favorite food ever? Again, I don't have decisions or answers for anything. Favorite food? I have no clue. There's too much good food out there. Favorite ethnic food? There's just too much good food out there. My favorite restaurant? Okay, that I might have an answer to. Never mind. I feel like I just haven't been to a restaurant in like long enough that I can make a decision. Oh, currently, I do know my favorite restaurant at the moment. I don't know about like overall, but there is a really, really good like Thai food place near my campus. And it's just so good because, I mean, for one, the flavors are freaking fantastic, but also like it's really cold outside. And so whenever we eat it, it's always like really cold, and then the food's like steamy and warm and it's delicious, and it's just like, this is nice. So currently that's probably my favorite restaurant, but like overall I have no clue. Favorite thing to cook? Ooh, mac and cheese. I love making mac and cheese. It's just like you're so focused on it because if you do something wrong, the whole thing's messed up. So you're like really like immersed in the mac and cheese. It's therapeutic to cook. So mac and cheese is probably my favorite thing to cook. Favorite seasonal food? Pumpkin pie, hands down. Pumpkin pie wins. And then next question is, do you like cooking? Yeah, I mean, I don't particularly love it, but I do enjoy it. So, yeah. What about you? What's your favorite food? Your favorite thing to cook? Do you like to cook? Take some time to answer the question. So, yeah. Okay, next, still related to food. How do you usually find good restaurant? Honestly, if you want to make this podcast interesting, like pause it, answer it, then you can hear my question. It's like a whole episode of shallow questions with friends. This is my dream come true. Oh my goodness, wow. This like quarantine me would be elated. Wait, this is still quarantine. Quarantine me from before today would be elated to find out that this entire episode is as shallow as it gets. Oh yeah. Okay. How do you usually find good restaurants? I follow a lot of those like Instagram accounts that like kind of show viral restaurants and cafes and stuff. And so usually I just like save the posts or like bookmark the web page. There's like a lot of like TripAdvisor type stuff. They usually have good recommendations. So how do I find good restaurants? I just check out which places are popular. Oh, like fun story. So my family and then like another one of our family friends, we all went to Costa Rica a couple of years back, and there was this one restaurant, and it sounded super interesting. So I was on the plane and I was reading the like Lonely Planet tourist guide type thing where they like give you restaurants and like the like cultural norms of the place and like you know like so you don't mess up. But I was reading that book, and there was one restaurant, and they said in the description it was Costa Rican Peruvian Chinese fusion, and I was like, whoa, that sounds interesting, we got to try that. And so I suggested it during the car ride, and we had like a driver. Okay, but driver's an understatement. He was like our friend. He was a buddy, So yeah, we asked him, or my dad was like, there's a restaurant you wanted to try, right? And I was like, oh yeah, this is the restaurant. If by chance you're going to Costa Rica and you do want to know, it's called Chifa de Familia Feliz. It is so good. Oh my goodness. And so I suggested it, and our driver, in quotes, our buddy, he was like, oh, that's my best friend. And I was like, surprise. And so he got us like a reservation, and like we went in there, we ate. It was such a good time. Oh my god, the food was amazing. It was so good. Because it used like, I don't know, it was like the whole concept, like Costa Rican, Peruvian, Chinese fusion. Like, it was amazing. If you ever go to Costa Rica, you have to try that restaurant. Also, they're so nice. Like, overall great experience. So yeah, I just read a lot, watch a lot, research a lot, and usually that brings me to good places. And if it doesn't, then you know what? We get some fun stories, like my shower head and lack of sunlight and lack of refrigerator. See, everything's a party in my mind. What weird foods have I tried? I'm a little hesitant to call anything like weird. I don't know. Like, I don't like when people are like, oh yeah, this food's so like weird, and like, because it's like, that's someone's food, stop. Unless there's like some things that are explicitly like made as like a delicacy, or like it's made to be a novelty type of food. I don't know, I kind of hesitate to call something weird. Also, I don't think I've tried any like weird foods, quote unquote. I'm very not adventurous when it comes to food, so I don't think there's much like weird within the vegetarian realm anyways. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I just don't think it's weird because it's like normal to me. But no, I don't think I've tried anything like weird per se. So have you? I know people who've tried alligator. Yeah, and there's like different types of eggs. I'm trying to think. I don't know. I don't think so. All right, books. Oh, I love books. Books are great. Let's talk about books. Okay, do you like reading books? Yes, I do. But I don't get enough time to read books nowadays. I feel like I need to like commit myself more to it, because I just haven't been finishing any books. I think the last book I finished was, I can't even remember. Like, it was definitely sometime last year, like way last year. So yeah, I don't know. I've gotten into reading more like short stories rather than novels. I think it's like the same deal with like movies versus TV shows, where it's like I prefer movies because it's just like one little snippet, like you get this one movie and it's done. Versus like TV shows, you have to like keep watching, and it's like it accumulates to like at least 8 to 12 hours of just watching like the same plot line. And I don't know, I don't like that. I like to explore little things and kind of like put myself everywhere, you know? So I like short stories now a lot more. Short stories and poetry, because it's just like little like slice of the action. You're kind of just like put in, and then you gotta like really immerse yourself for like those few minutes, and then you're out. And then you could also like revisit the thing, and like the more you read it, the more you realize. I don't know. I've started appreciating short stories a lot more recently. But that's besides the point. Do I like reading books? Yeah, generally. What type of books do I like? Any. Any. I used to really like philosophical type books where it's like, I don't know how to like categorize it in genre. To give like examples, we've got The Alchemist, we've got Damien, any of the books by those two authors, to be honest. And that's all I can think of at the moment. But like that kind of genre of books where it's like the plot is more of like a vessel for their ideology, or like more like philosophical type things, which I enjoy. Yeah, I don't know how to classify that as a genre, but I think you get the idea. I used to like those a lot. I still do, but we know my thing with having deep thoughts right now. That's a no-no. So, I don't know. Currently, short stories and poetry, as I said. I don't know. It's not really a book, but yeah. What's the last book you read? Oh, I tried to get through The Hobbit. I forgot which. So I have a bad habit of reading like series completely out of order. And so I think I'm on like book 2 of like the Hobbit series. And so I got about 20 pages in. I think I just stopped. So that's technically the last book I read, but the last book I fully read, yeah, I told you it's been a minute. Yeah, I don't know. No, there's definitely something I read like late last year. Yeah, I don't know. I tried. What is my favorite book? Damien. Damien is just, it's a work of art. If you haven't read it, go read it. Like, no preview and no like summary that I give is gonna do the actual book justice. Just go read it. It's fantastic. What book is overrated? Ooh, I don't wanna start some tea because I do have opinions on that, but I know a lot of people like said author, so I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut. So I don't know, what book's overrated? Take a guess. What book do you think is overrated? Okay. Are there any books I would really recommend you to read? Damien, The Alchemist. Yeah, again, any book by those two authors, really. They're all fantastic. Let's see. Yeah, those two I think are my top 2 recommendations. If you have any book recommendations for me, please drop them in the comments. I need to stop this recording because my dad's calling me, so I'll be back. Surprise, we've gone even more lo-fi. It's been like 30 minutes and I was talking to my parents. And I think I'm just gonna end this here because this podcast was just me rambling and listening to you. If you answered, please answer my questions. Otherwise, that would be really awkward. But yeah, I'm just like giggling today. I don't even know what's going on. I'm really tired, so I'm gonna go to sleep. What has started in quarantine has now come to a non-temporary end. Thank you for watching this week's episode. If you enjoyed this podcast, be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Spotify, leave a review if you're on Apple Podcasts. Be sure to follow us on our socials. On Instagram, it's Armbridge Podcast. On Twitter, it's on Armbridge. It's English. It's at Armbridge Podcast. Okay, restart. Instagram is at Armbridge Podcast. Twitter is at Armbridge Pod. Thank you for watching. And have a lovely day. Goodbye. Yay.